I had a comment from the video that it would be useful to slow it down and go through and explain some of the process. So this was an event that I went to, and I saw this guy on his scooter and decided to draw it. So what I do is I sketch out, first of all, a very rough outline of the picture that I want to draw. This is just to guide the watercolors, so that when I put the watercolors on, it will be easy to find where to put them. Now I do it very rough so that I can just map out the wash, and all I'm trying to do is be very, very loose with the wash colors and just splodge them all over the place. I'm trying this new technique of loose sort of drawing, which is basically putting a wash on first before the pen and ink, but keeping it really loose and undefined. So you can see the colors are just going everywhere over the picture. There's no real sort of definition. I'm just going for the sort of overall effect. So the blue top that he's wearing, and putting some splodges of color in here and there, some sort of shadow detail, but not much. And then in the background, I'm just basically putting in whatever I can think of, really. It doesn't even have to be accurate to what is in the background. It's just shapes and colors as far as I'm concerned. I enjoy this type of painting. I'm not very good at it, but I want to keep trying it until I do get better. So basically it's just washes, mixing of colors, and getting the general idea of the shapes involved with the painting, and using the transparency of the watercolors to sort of merge together and create their own effects and cauliflowers and various different sort of splodges going on, keeping it very, very loose. I'm not going over the flag or the lettering with the washes, because obviously I want to put it in some detail there. The thing to me with the picture was to have the Union Jack stand out and to be quite colourful, because that's what was colourful in the picture and on the scooter. So it's obviously got the Union Jack and obviously the lettering of the Torquay Mods. So this is a sort of older chap who's a mod, had his scooter, and the picture tries to capture his sort of pride of his scooter and everything else, putting some flicks of paint on just because it felt like it. And now the paint's dry. I'm going over the picture now with the pen and ink, just a cheap thin fine liner, and just filling in some of the details, not even accurate to the watercolors really. The watercolors are just there as a sort of backdrop, and just filling in some of the details using the Camera Lucida to sort of help to guide where some of these will go, and just basically ad-libbing it with squiggly lines. I like the squiggly line approach. I'm not into accuracy, so if this picture takes more than sort of 45 minutes, that's taking me too long. So I want to keep it short and enjoy it, and not get bogged down with horrendous details and beating myself up because I haven't quite got something as accurate as it should be. So there's no mistakes. I'm just roughing out some pen and ink stuff in the background and making it look reasonably realistic to the feeling I got when I was there, but also not sort of putting in too many glaring mistakes, but getting a feel for the picture rather than being too accurate. So you can see now I'm just going over it again with watercolors in the third phase after the pen and ink, just to put in some darker tones, some shadows, which I think with a watercolor really sort of make a watercolor, the shadows. So having a good sort of array of shadows and highlights on the picture tends to give it sort of a bit more of a 3D effect. So that's basically what I'm trying these days, to sort of get better at doing these sort of things. Obviously not happy with the face. It turned out not very good, but there's no mistakes as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, that was the final result. it looked okay. I was reasonably pleased with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you on the next one.